Welcome to HICGI News Agency.
HICGI News Agency Live. Welcome.
Agency. HICGI News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency.
News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency.
News Agency. Live.
We are live. HICGI News Agency. This is HICGI News Agency.
I hope you're well. I hope you're fine. I hope your day is wonderfully as it is to me. So I'm new here. It's my first time to host Talk to the World. Tivumbi is on leave, but he'll be back soon. And my name is Flavia Nansubuga. I'm so glad to be here. I have a wonderful guest that I really want to introduce to you. I want you guys to meet him because he's an inspiring person. He is an amazing mother. You're going to hear her story. She is a beautiful woman.
Really?
Yeah, she is very beautiful. You're going to compliment her yourself. So, Flavia, please tell them who you are.
Thank you so much, Desire. A very good evening to you. And dear viewer, wherever you are, a very good evening. My name is Flavia Nansubuga. I am a single mother of 2 boys, very grown up and handsome boys, by the way.
They should be, because you're coming from you, they should be very beautiful.
I'm a mother of 2 boys. I am a journalist by profession. I have been into journalism for close to 10 years now.
Wow.
How much I've diverted now. I'm not a business lady. So I'm there. I'm thriving.
One thing is I have heard her story and it is very interesting. It is so inspiring and I want you to listen to her story. So Flavia, you told me you've been in media for close to 10 years.
Yes.
That's a long time. 10 years in
really
media?
A long time.
That's a long time.
I started as a receptionist, but then even growing up, I had this passion for media, but I didn't study media.
Yeah.
I couldn't qualify for it. So I entered into journalism as a receptionist at some radio station. It's in Kabale.
Yeah.
It's called Voice of Kigezi FM. So all my tribute goes to Voice of Kigezi FM. So I worked there for 3 years. I was heading the reception, the front desk. So I went back to school.
Yeah.
While working at the same time, I bagged a bachelor's degree in mass communication.
Yeah.
So I entered professionally now. I started as a news anchor, then later on I started heading the newsroom.
That's an amazing journey.
Oh yes, it's been such a journey.
That's an amazing journey. As you've heard, she started as a receptionist at a radio station and eventually headed the newsroom of that same radio station.
Yeah.
That's really good to hear. But then one thing that is bugging my mind is that you told me you're called Nansubuga, Flavia.
Nansubuga.
So this Nansubuga here
is not a Muganda.
Yes. Nansubuga can't even speak Luganda. She doesn't understand Luganda, not even a word. Do you know how to breathe?
Yeah, I know a few things. At least I couldn't go hungry. I know
when you're in
just for
Kampala.
food, yes, but I don't know Luganda.
That is understandable.
Now, how the name came about, my dad, almost his lifetime, he's been here. How much they later on relocated after he had married my mother and he had the best friend here. They were so tight. So
your dad was
friends.
also a Mchiga, not a Muganda?
Yes, my dad is equally a Mchiga. So he grew up here in Kampala
still
with
there?
Baganda. Yeah, he's still living.
Good to know.
So that best friend was Nsubuga and my dad decided to name me after the friend and he only changed the name, somehow he spiced it and added a na to make it Nansubuga.
Yeah, because when you're a girl, that's how they name them. They call you Anna, Nansubuga.
So that's how it came about.
Yeah.
But of course, everyone asks me when they meet me, how come you're in Nansubuga? But where Dilachi? And I'm like, what is where Dilachi? It's funny in some way, right?
It is. It is
Yes,
very funny.
is.
It is very funny. She was named after the father's friend.
Yes.
If I were you, at least I would. You need to learn some Luganda.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Slowly I am.
That's really
I'm
nice.
coming to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Flavia, as a person who has worked in media for close to 10 years, what are some challenges you have faced? Because the media,
it's such now it's such a competitive industry.
I know.
By the time mass media, take an example of Kabale, where I come from.
Is it as competitive in Kabale as it is in Kampala?
Yeah, it's starting to be, because when I joined media back in it was getting to 2014,
Yeah.
there were about only 2 radio stations in Kabale. But as of now, there are more than 8. There are 8 to 9, roughly 9.
Wow.
So you see, in just a space of 10 years, radios are sprouting out, very many of them, and magnificent ones, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's challenging, so challenging to a lady, more so, but we found a way to come up. You're a lady, I'm a lady, the person on camera is a lady. So
I know.
you see, it's not by coincidence.
The women are winning.
Yes, we're taking it up. But then challenges are still there. The world needs us to do a lot. Like you have family, you have to create time for work. So it can be a whole lot. And people have this perspective that a lady can't do it as perfectly as a man. There are people that still think in such a way, which is different.
I know.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I get it. And it's worse when it's in the villages, in places that are remote.
Yes.
Here in Kampala, women are trying to beat the odds.
Yes,
they
do almost everything.
They do almost everything. But then when you go to remote areas where it's still traditional, the fight has to be harder.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even when you're going to look for a job, someone looks at you and says, will you surely manage this?
I know.
But it's kind of different. Like I told you, you have to build yourself up. Like the way you come, the way you start, it's how people view you. Like my story, how I told you, I came from the reception up until I became the head.
That's very
true. I've been resilient. Yeah, challenges are there, but you find a way to navigate through it all.
I understand. That's really great. So there is, I've also worked in media.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for like 4.5 years. But usually, usually people ask me this question that I also want to pose to you. They ask me, they're like, does the media tell the right story? Or does it just put out what people want to hear, but then the real information is covered up there? Does media, what is your perspective on that?
Personally, I wouldn't. That's a no for me.
And no, meaning media doesn't tell the story, the right
story?
No,
it tells the right stories all the time.
Okay.
That's according to me.
All right.
Yes. Because, people think what you tell people what they want to hear, it's when you gather masses.
Yes.
But
Glovey Logistics Limited, your #1 custom stealing and forwarding cargo consolidation warehouse company. We do air shipment, worldwide sea shipment, transportation, tax consultation. Glovey Logistics Limited is a competent company specializing in logistics, clearing and forwarding services. We have the necessary skills and resources and partnerships to tackle sizable projects to our clients' satisfaction. We are located at Mganziraza Plaza near the entrance of Katwe, Kampala, Uganda. Call us on +256 779 634 328 or +256 701 784 648, or visit our website glovylogistics.com or write to johnglovey@gmail.com. Glovey Logistics Limited, your #1 clearing and forwarding company.
But that's not true. The principles, the ethics of journalism.
Yeah.
So you should tell what the story is, what should be at the ground. You should be, you shouldn't go with a compromised mind. When I was learning, we had a lecturer who used it to say that a dog biting a human doesn't make news. But when the human bites a dog, it makes more news. Yeah, that would attract masses, but then you see, people need to trust in you. They need to believe what you say.
True.
So in order to gather those masses, you have to be honest. There is no one who keep following you, yet they know you're not honest.
So,
if someone is to trust you with their story, if someone is out there and maybe he has an issue at hand and you don't deliver it the way it's supposed to be delivered, they don't trust you anymore. And the next time they won't call you again to cover their story.
I understand that. So probably the public doesn't understand the ethics of media, and then they get to think the real story.
That's how they
is not
coined
told.
that maybe media houses don't tell the real story.
But also there could be another part where some stories are not told the way they're supposed to be.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say 1.
You would say 1? As a person who has also worked in media, I would say 1 to 10, I would say 5.
You probably have your own story. You have your own reasons as to why.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So, you told me you don't work in the media anymore.
Oh, yes, I don't work in media anymore. But then, media has shaped me.
Of course.
How much I'm not working in media, I'm still there. I'm a freelance once in a while.
Yeah, I get you.
But I'm now basically into business. You know, with these changing times, you can't do one thing. You can't do one thing for an income.
Yeah.
So I want to first build up my empire. Then I can look at media again, maybe at a later time.
True. So since you're not in media, tell me
I am a business person.
Yeah, what kind of business do you do?
I have several stores in Kampala. I have Chaco stores. I'm basically venturing into Chaco. Okay. So I have stores that I run in Kampala. About 6 stores. Yeah, all over. Come support me sometime.
I will.
Sure.
I will. Chaco has money. There is money in Chaco. People, that is one good business that will always be running.
Now,
because people eat every day, and that is expensive.
But you know, it's a business that you're not doing sounds to make more money than what you're doing.
Yes, all right.
So that's just a perspective.
Yes, all right. Yes. You understand way better.
But some small money.
So, since you're very experienced, what's like your piece of advice to someone who aspires to become a TV host, an anchor, to work in media, basically?
Oh, being resilient, that's number 1.
I think that is like a life aspect. You have to be resilient everywhere.
You know, people are different. There is someone who starts maybe like you join media, but at some point you see the assignments that you're being given, while you're being dispatched into the field, you're challenged once or twice and you're like, no, this isn't for me. But then for someone who is going into media, things have changed. AI has come. Changing economic times. You know, people have become aggressive.
Very.
So you have to be, there is WhatsApp. People break news even before it has come out. So you have to be resilient. You have to know everything is challenging. There isn't any easy task out there. Then also you have to know what you want. You have to have a focus. You have to have a goal. If you don't have a goal in life, you can't go far.
That is very true. I have had some interviews where they ask people, musicians, the advice they would give to people who are aspiring to be. And one of the things they say is like, you have to know what you want because the industry is very challenging. And it's almost the same as being in media because you're exposed to almost
everything. Challenging.
You're exposed to people you never knew you could meet. And then sometimes that comes with excitement. And then when you get excited, you end up making the wrong decisions that probably you wouldn't have made. Or you become gullible and then give in to those petty challenges, you know, you understand, especially if you're a girl.
And then again, also ladies shouldn't be intimidated. You know, you go to interview a source and someone looks at you, especially a lady, you know, they see the way you present yourself, the way you're dressed. And you know, someone says, maybe if I give you my story, it will die in there somehow.
Yeah.
So if a lady shouldn't be intimidated in any way, we can do the same work as men. We actually deliver better than men.
I like that.
Than most men.
I do like that.
Mm.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yes.
That's really, really nice. So I hope if you're watching this interview, I hope you learn a thing or two, because she has experience. She has worked in media for close to 10 years. That's a long time to work in media. And as a person who has worked in media as well, she's not as soft landing as people say.
Oh,
you know, you see those journalists on TV all looking glamorous. It is not as gold that you see on TV. Things are hard. If you ever get a chance to reach there, please utilize it. Utilize it.
And then one shouldn't
take your
cocoon herself or himself in one spot.
Yeah.
You have to flap your wings and explore.
Yeah, true.
Things have changed. You have to be sharp in order to maneuver. Otherwise, you just die there, down there. Yes.
I'm going to ask you a personal question. You told me you're a single mother.
Oh, yes.
I see single mothers every day crying on TikTok. And then I see those upcoming mothers whose children aren't born yet, like the pregnant ones. They also be crying on TikTok and other platforms, of course. And then I'm like, is this where the world is heading? Because there are not many success stories about marriage that you hear, but then you hear a lot of stories about breakup, about marriages that have failed, about how are you managing single parenthood?
It also comes with its own challenges, but at the same time, it's also interesting. I've come to learn a lot through being a single mother. And besides, if you're, like I already said, you have to have a goal in life.
Yeah.
You know, some things, we don't create something, but nature, they just come naturally.
That's very true.
So if you find yourself in such a spot, you have to find ways of how you pull yourself up. You won't equate yourself to someone who is married.
Yeah.
You know, you have to do all the things that those two people, a man and a woman, are doing together. You have to do them alone, single-handedly.
Yeah.
So if they're working 2 hours, I would work 8 hours.
I know.
To top it up.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what you want. At the end of it all, if you're focused, if you have a goal, then you'll make it. There are very many single parents who have made it in life.
Yeah.
So it's not the end of the world.
So I was earlier having a discussion with her before we had this interview, and she told me that I met her. I couldn't even tell that she is a single parent.
Really?
She looks so beautiful.
No, you can be beautiful when you're single.
No, you could. No, what? Yes, you are beautiful and a single parent. But what I'm saying is that you cannot tell. If she doesn't tell you her story, you will never know.
Really?
And one thing she said is that never look like your problems. And yes,
you know, even if an opportunity presented itself, you're all looking miserable, no one will take you up.
That's very true.
So you'd rather have those problems, but the picture you paint up out there, let it be glamorous. You never know what will come your way.
That's very true.
The power of memories has never been so meaningful than when time passes by. It's only in photography and videography that we can be able to tell what exactly happened in our lives. Do not lose the beautiful events of your life, from graduation to birthday parties, introduction ceremonies, parties that matter, wedding. All this and much more can be brought down into memories of photography and videography. At KEB International Group, we understand what it means to keep these memories. We're inviting you today to contact us for the best rates in town for your photography and videography events. +256 702 13 75 66 of +256 773 1375 66. We will cover and reach you at any time, any part of the world. No matter the time, we are here to keep your memories alive. Okay. Videography and photography, your number one events memories.
Okay, welcome back from that short break. You're still on Talk to the my name is Desire. My name is Desire, yes, and we are still talking to Flavia Nansubuga, the only Muchiga with a Uganda name.
Yeah.
Couldn't you be the only one?
No, we are very many.
Really?
I've met people like me. We are
Really?
very many. We are all over.
Muchiga with Uganda name?
Yes.
I want to meet
And
another
by
one.
the way, some of them have an accent that is actually much better than people who have grown up in Buganda.
Really?
Oh, yes. And you wouldn't tell that this is a Muchiga unless they told you.
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, and I'm planning to perfect my accent, my Luganda accent.
Continue being a Muchiga.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're talking about her career. She told us she's worked in the media and now she's a businesswoman. But tell me some of those achievements you've gotten from the media, from working in media.
They are quite broad, but notably among them, I've made several friends. I've made friends all over. I've made contacts. I would say you wouldn't go to maybe the Ministry of Internal Affairs and I couldn't fail to tell you, oh, I have a number, contact this and this person.
You have Gambano.
Oh, yes, several of them.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so nice.
Yes, you would go to Entebbe. I would tell you, oh, if you want it quicker, I know a person.
Yeah.
I would link you.
There is nothing that is as important as getting
yes.
a social capital.
Yeah.
Social capital, it can take you places you didn't think you would ever
So
be. It can help you meet people you didn't know. Me too, right now when I look back and I'm like, the most important thing I got in media are the friends that I have.
So notably among my achievements, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, then of the businesses I have currently, I've gotten from media. That's why I got the money. I'm good.
For more than 10 years, Keb International Group has been your number one partner in tours and travel consultancy. We also do real estate, legal services, ICT services, and much more. Find us on kebinternationalgroup.com or write to us at info@kebinternationalgroup.com. You may also write to us at PO Box 35827 Kampala, Uganda, or visit us on Namaswahi off Entebbe Highway. Call us on +256 200937566 or +256 39486 32 or 46. Or you can send us plus on WhatsApp on +256 752 1375 66. Cab International Group, your number one real business partner.
Okay, welcome back from that short break. You're still on Talk to the World of HCI News Agency. My name is Desire. My name is Desire, yes, and we are still talking to Flavia Nansubuga, the only Muchiga with a Uganda name.
Yeah.
Can you be the only one?
No, we are very many. I've met people like me. We are very many. We are all over.
Muchiga with Uganda name?
Yes. And by the way, some of them have an accent that is actually much better than people who have grown up in Uganda.
Really?
And you wouldn't tell that this is a Muchiga unless they told you.
That's interesting.
Oh yeah, and I'm planning to perfect my accent, my Uganda accent.
But you being a Muchiga. Yeah, so we're talking about her career. She told us she worked in the media and now she's a businesswoman. But tell me some of those achievements you've gotten from the media, from working in media.
They are quite broad, but notably among them, I've made several friends. I've made friends all over. I've made contacts. I would say you wouldn't go to maybe the Ministry of Internal Affairs and I couldn't fail to tell you, oh, I have a number, contact this and this person.
You have Gamba, no?
Oh yes, several of them.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so nice.
Yes, you would go to Entebbe, I would tell you, oh, if you want it quicker, I know a person,
Yeah.
I would link you.
There is nothing that is as important as getting a social capital.
Yes.
Social capital, it can take you places you didn't think you would ever be. It can help you meet people you didn't know. And me too, right now when I look back, and I'm like, the most important thing I got in life are the friends that I have.
So, notably among my achievements, that's one of them.
Yeah.
Then the businesses I have currently, I've gotten from media. That's why I got the money. I'm so good at saving. So I saved all my money and invested in the business.
How do you save? What are your saving tips? Because saving is hard.
Oh yes, but I have timelines. I set goals for myself and I say within, if not something so bad, I'll say within these 4 months I wish to have saved around 5 million and I will surely do it. If it means going hungry, I'll go hungry, but still do what I want to do.
That's very inspiring.
So there are several techniques.
Well, one thing she's not going to mention, but I will say it out loud, is that this young woman here is constructing a house.
Yes.
That is a big achievement. How can you even leave that out?
I'm not yet done constructing.
Yes,
so
but
I'll
you
mention
are
it among the
constructing.
achievements when I'm done. But thank you.
That's really big.
Okay.
It's not many people that have achieved that.
Oh yeah, sure.
Constructing a house, from buying land to those materials.
It's a whole lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot. It's a very big process.
Yeah. And we are proud of you.
I'm honored.
Yeah. How do you manage to maintain your looks? Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she looking lovely?
I would say God has blessed me. And then again, I also put in some effort.
When you say God has,
effort.
when you say God has blessed me, for me it takes me back from God already blessed you with the beauty itself.
He's blessed me with life. So I add on to that. I have some input I put in.
Yeah.
Yes, I watch what I eat. Then also exercise. Once in a while, I'm a busy person. So once in a while I do exercise. Then again, what I feed on.
Welcome. My name is Omuka Francis from JAHL Productions Uganda Limited, the makers of the iced espresso, ready-to-drink coffee. This is purely a Ugandan coffee, starting from the seeds to the packaging to the production, all Ugandan products. Well, at the moment we have it in two. One that is sweet having sugar in it, cane sugar. That's why we call it the sweet original. The second is the original without sugar. This coffee has no additives, no preservatives, and has a shelf life of up to 18 months. We pack it in cartons of 12, having 12 sachets inside the box. The same for the sweet one, the 12 inside the box. So our coffee is purely Ugandan. Serving it, you can have it both cold or hot. You can have your coffee the way you want it. For this time, let me make a demo of the hot coffee. I'll take the sweet original. Pour it in a cup. It's purely coffee and expressed coffee. Add hot water. And there you go. Your coffee is ready for serving. This coffee can be got at any of the supermarkets around the Mega. We have it at Platia, that's at Kololo. We also have it at Legume, that's after the American Embassy in Zambia. You can get our coffee there. It's purely Ugandan product. It's ready to drink, no additives, no preservatives, and it has a shelf life of up to 18 months. You can get it both in the one with sweet, that is the sweet, and original. Having sugar, no sugar. So meaning you all got the coffee you need. We have a sales number. In case you want to get in touch with us, call this number 0766 530 248. We'll be able to receive your calls. It's both on WhatsApp. We shall be able to serve you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Like they say, every other person has a problem. How much they may not look their problems, but each one of us has issues. But then if you drown yourself into stress, if you let stress take you up, you're failing. Trust me, you're failing. You lose all the hope. You get hopeless, and when you're hopeless, why we have these ever-rising cases of young people taking up their lives. People are committing suicide there now. Don't let it take you up.
I know she's single. She is very, very single.
Did you mention that?
I hadn't mentioned it. And she wasn't going to mention it. But she is single.
I'm single.
Ready to mingle?
No, not ready to mingle. I still have a lot on my plate. When it's done, I'll look that side.
Anyway, she doesn't even have to do. If you're a potential, and I mean potential. I mean potential. If you're a potential, you can just hit us up.
When the right time comes, I'll see what to do about it.
When the right time comes.
Yes, when the right time comes. Meaning now is not the time.
And that's understandable. It's very nice.
Flavia Logistics Limited, your number one custom stealing and forwarding cargo consolidation warehouse company. We do air shipment, worldwide sea shipment, transportation, tax consultation. Flavia Logistics Limited is a competent company specializing in logistics, scaling and forwarding services. We have the necessary skills and resources and partnerships to tackle sizable projects to our clients' satisfaction. We are located at Mganziraza Plaza near the entrance of Katwe, Kampala, Uganda. Call us on +256 779 634 328 or +256 701 784 648 or visit our website glovylogistics.com or write to johnglovy@gmail.com. Glovy Logistics Limited, your number one clearing and forwarding company.
Short break once more. It's still Desire and Flavia. So there is this thing, I don't know whether it's a stereotype or myth or ignorance. So some people say you're a Mchiga and gladly I'm also a Mchiga. So people say that Bachiga are arrogant, then Bachiga are violent, Bachiga they're supposed to be huge.
Where did you make that research design?
No, people tell me.
It's what they tell you.
And they tell other people that we do it. Then, by then to them they say Batiga are dark.
So whoever
But
did
they
that
are black.
research, I don't, none of that is true. That's just, those are misconceptions and myths about us.
Yeah.
But I would say, one trait I know about us, we don't tolerate nonsense. We are no nonsense people. We mean business all the time.
Yeah.
We don't take anything for granted. If I give you my time, I would want you to utilize it
That's very
to the
true.
maximum. Or then being arrogant. If I say my mind, I don't call that being arrogant. Why would I pass book corners to
When I
tell you
could
what
just
I would
say
tell
it
you
there and
directly?
then.
So I wouldn't call that being arrogant.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't.
Okay, one thing that, okay, for you who is watching and you're not a Mchiga, just know and understand that we're just straightforward.
They probably haven't met a couple like me.
Yes, it
Some
is very
come.
cool.
Unless I'm triggered, I would set a house on fire.
I'm the same. Don't trigger me.
Yes.
I'm setting a trigger warning. But how do you also manage for me?
I'm naturally calm. I would say I was born that way. But not that I'm calm all the time, like I already
Of course,
said.
we are human beings.
But I'm calm anyway.
Yeah, that's really nice. So I believe that thing should be corrected. Arrogance is being
They need to
straightforward.
redo their research.
And we are not dark. The two of us are Bashika. And we're brown. And there is no Chizigo.
Yeah.
This has been a wonderful conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming through.
I hope to come again. I
We
hope
need to
this
host
won't
you
be
again.
the last time.
No, it won't be the last, I promise.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, and we will do this once more.
Thank you so much.
And to you who is watching, I also thank you so much. People from Bahamas, people from New York, people from England, people from Kenya, Tanzania. We are so grateful. And my dear Ugandans, I see you subscribing, and that means so much to us. That really means a lot. Continue subscribing, liking, and leave a comment, please. That's really impactful. On the camera, we have Naiga Masa. Thank you so much for that good job. We have Chibumbi Ernest Benjamin. I see you. You're doing so much good work. And to all of you people, for all of you out there that haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Till next time. Ciao. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.